not dancing. This is your song. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Hanging Out with Temi. My name is Temi Ajayi, and of course, I don't do life alone. I've got the ladies with me. How are you doing?
Great.
Good. Thank you.
You ladies look amazing.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Too.
Yeah, I actually
You're all glowing,
really. Yeah, I'm like,
You picked this girly dress today.
You like my dress?
Yeah.
Except for the tummy, but we'll get there. We're working on this tummy.
Yes.
And if you're like me, you gotta work on it. And truly, like I was pouncing when I went through the stairs there. Heidi's like, are you healthy? I used to be healthier than this. I think something is happening with coronavirus stuff. But anyway,
All right.
it's all right.
Yeah.
As long as you're aware of it and
Yes.
as aware as you're intentional about what you're going to do about it, that's what matters. So I'm not relenting on how it is. I'm working on it. So don't judge me. Don't judge a book by the cover.
Now there's no time to judge.
There's no time to judge. Yeah. So how have you been?
I've been good. I've been doing well. We have this New Year's entry fasting time of the church. So I've been kind of in and out there as well, just to start the year on a good spiritual basis as well. Yeah, so yeah.
I like it because it looks like three of us are starting well spiritually this year.
Yeah.
It's a good transition and we're just taking it easy.
Yeah.
And like ID, I think ID's vision is getting to us like just surrender. So we're surrendering. Are you surrendering now?
Yes, I am surrendering now. I feel that there is a bigger purpose and a path, a divine plan that we are all part of.
True.
And it's about acknowledging who you are and what you're here to do, and understanding that everything will work out to push you in that direction. Yeah, even if it doesn't look like that.
Right.
Even if it doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
So it's every time you try to do something different or try to do something new, try that with no expectation. I think expectation is a big thing that I had in the past sometimes. So I believe that it's surrendering is have no expectation.
I agree because
I think sorry.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think you wanted to say something. Yeah. I don't know if you're aware of Youth with a Mission. Youth with a Mission. It's a global organization, and I think they come from Australia, and they had a transition into the new year.
Is it the guy from Queensland?
I don't know exactly where they are from, but they had a transition service online, and their vision, which I shared with Heidi, was on the aspect of surrendering to God. And when I read that, or actually heard that, I had to share it with her because it's so in line with what Heidi was saying. And I'm like, how spot on can this be? These people have got the same kind of direction that God has revealed to her. So that's really beautiful.
I actually absolutely believe in surrendering. Because there's this. If you cannot manage it, if you don't even know how you got yourself there, and if you cannot see how you're going to get out of that place, it's like a pickle. What do you have to do? You have to surrender because the divine power that created you, he says he has predestined us. He knew why everything is happening to us. So I think surrender is the way to go in everything, because otherwise, a lot of hiccups in this life that you're going to go through, stumbling, it's just part of life. But what we have that is a sort of solace for us, our anchor, is that hope that we have, that somebody is there looking after us. He knows everything.
Yeah.
He knows everything. So I like the word surrender. So I think I'm going to share with you as well as we did last week when Heidi shared the vision and I shared and Liz shared. What are you surrendering? Is there anything you're surrendering unto the Lord, or whoever your God is, or you have something else that you're holding on to. If it's not working for you, you want to reconsider, as we say. But we're going to go on a quick break and we're going to come back very shortly. Hold on there. I'm cruising, I'm grooving it. Welcome back. This week we've got a couple of topics we're gonna talk about. I mean, our main topic is on purpose. But before we go into that, I don't know if you guys have been watching the TV, the news about America. I'm actually a bit concerned about America and what's been happening. At the time, I was quiet. I wasn't following up. I mean, what says is becoming a bit, funny. But last week, the amount of the rioters in the Capitol, did you watch that?
Yeah.
How unbelievable. That's defiling. That's just...
Yeah, absolutely undermining the democratic process of, one of the most powerful countries, if not the only one that we know in the world. And yeah, definitely, I've watched that, I've followed that. And I was just thinking, looking at the rally that Donald Trump had. Obviously, from what he said, I can agree with everybody else that he is the one who incited the people to actually go there. But then I don't know if we were going to go there. My point in watching all this was to think, in relation to Black Lives Matter movement, if that was the Black Lives Matter movement. I just think that the police were very easy on the rioters.
Right.
If we compare it even to the number of deaths that we had during the Black Lives Matter, and the force with which the police really was coming on to the people, tear gas here and there during last week, and one person who died, the another police person who died, and about 14 people who were
arrested.
Quite very easy for me.
It's amazing.
Yeah. But that's what happened in America really definitely it's a big thing that happened if you considered the Capitol building and how they entered that. And apparently the last time that happened was, I don't know how many years ago, they were saying
1919 or whatever. Long time. They went into the Mark Pence's office and they had to abduct them out of the building and took the pens out and all that. It's really, really bad. Did you watch it?
I don't watch the news ever, but when you said that we're going to talk about that, I looked into it and I saw some of the news. Yes, I heard that the speech that the new president made after this thing happened, and I heard what Trump said after all of this happened as well. To me, it looks like these people, like back home in Egypt, we used to have things like that happen when people are defending or fighting for their blindly for their soccer teams.
Yeah.
So soccer is really big in Egypt.
Yeah.
It's like
religion.
It's a religion.
Yeah.
It is a religion.
Yeah.
It is their religion that all people are united in. And so you're either this or that. There are only two teams, by the way. Only two teams. And if you're this, then you're okay. And this one wins or this one doesn't, then a big fight happens and then people die. Children die.
For soccer. Oh my!
So I saw this and I was thinking, okay, so this is the American soccer. And
that's simply put.
Yeah.
But these people, what are they dying for? Do they know? Do they know what they're really fighting for?
They probably don't.
Do they understand?
Well, they are informed by the president, which is the current president of America, and as everybody else says, he's been feeding them lies.
Yeah.
but they don't realize they are just supporting this guy, and whatever he says is law. And he definitely told them, let's go down to the Capitol building. And they literally went down there, and everything else just, unfold naturally. So I personally think Donald Trump knew what he was doing. And there are reports that people were, as a matter of fact, actually also organizing this thing on Facebook. My point is, how come the intelligence of the most powerful country could not pick this up?
Yeah,
that's my point. As disappointed as I am in what happened, I'm equally disappointed in the intelligence system of the United States of America. How come they could not
let this go?
Yes,
it looks like a taboo. It looks like very horrifying. Like it's. And I saw them. Did you see the police officer running up the stairs?
I did.
And he was using like a barricade, or like a guard or something to push them away. They couldn't even use any force.
They were absolutely not prepared for this.
My gosh!
And there were a handful of police officers. I mean, against that mob.
It's true, because this one was running away from the rioters. They were pursuing him up the stairs, up to the top. And then when he was going, he was talking on walkie-talkie, trying to get more to reinforce more people to come and help. No one came. It was by himself, but it was so disgraceful.
Yeah,
I feel sorry for America, the way they're going. They're the greatest country in the world, and that's not contestable. But now maybe it is. I don't know. For them to be going this way, it's really barbaric. And while we're still on that, we're going to go to another topic of America in just a minute. So let's just go quickly into a short break. We'll be back. Welcome back. Another topic we're going to be talking or deliberating about is the issue of coronavirus and the vaccination in America. I listened to the news. Hopefully this is the right news and not the fake news. But it's really hard sometimes to filter what is wrong from what is right.
Yeah.
And so, we want to be informed as well. To be able to make the right decision. And I say that to say, yesterday I heard 4,000 people died in a day. I mean, when I heard that, I'm like, why are they mentioning these figures as if you're talking about something else? You're talking about human beings. 4,000? I can't believe it. So I don't know. The vaccine thing is getting to me, and I'm trying to. Every day I'm thinking about it, I'm praying about it. What will I do? And also the cases in America was 21.5 plus million. Yes.
Yeah, that's how far it
21, as of yesterday, 21,585,272, 21,585,000. And the death, listen to this, death 365,000 plus death.
Yeah, sure. Those when we look at that as numbers, it's quite a lot. And we're talking about people here.
People.
We're not counting stones, right? Yeah. So from that perspective, really it's a lot of people infected, it's a lot of people dying. But if we look at it holistically from the population perspective, there are about almost 300 million people, probably plus slightly in the States. So if you look at that, percentage-wise, for them as in the States, it's really, the fraction is not that much. And I'm saying that with all due respect.
That's what Donald Trump said, and then it was picked on. It's really, because if you can say that, but one thing we need to think about is it's not just number that die, it's the other associated factors. the family.
That's right.
The friends, the health professional. A lot of nurses are here, they shooting themselves as well. It's not about COVID. It's just the experiences that they've gone through, seeing how many people and the circumstances surrounding their death. So we might be even counting the people that died of corona, but we're not counting about associated issues this number. That is why it's really alarming. You know, and the vaccine, they said they're giving the vaccine to 200 million people and stuff like that. But my point about this is we need to reconsider this vaccination thing. I remember the last time we had Pastor Malcolm on the show, I was talking about vaccination, and he says, I just look about it as if you're going to other country and you're taking malaria, or Africa, you're taking malaria, you know, vaccination and all that. But the news that I'm hearing, again, is conflicting. People says when they take this vaccination, there was a nurse on the news once, took the vaccination in the hospital, and she collapsed. She died. They were resuscitating her. There's somebody else that a doctor. I was looking at the news. I got sent actually the other day. A doctor that the wife put it out that after the 16th day of this doctor taking the vaccination, he died. And this is an able-bodied person, healthy, was never sick. And I was concerned this could be true because the picture of the doctor and the family, everybody were there. So
not enough evidence of the effect of the virus, and then what's it gonna do, and all of that. So this is why it's not yet to be administered to everyone and known, you know, the side effects.
Right.
So at the moment, it's a trial, and it's not the rats that are trying, it's the human beings.
Exactly. So that's the question, is it right to be trying it on human being, considering we don't know the possible effect of this thing? And also they're saying that if you take from the Johns Hopkins University vaccine, it's better than when you take this. It's not in Australia yet. But from what I heard from the scientists, you know, and the previous history of vaccination, it takes minimum of 5 to 10 years.
Yes, that's true.
For vaccination to be, you know, to be built, to be able to be injectable, or whatever administered. 10 years. How can you do it under 1 year now? Even though you say you got resources, I don't think it makes any sense.
Just a few months. They only started they started working on it about March last year.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. So it hasn't been a year yet.
And they're already administering to 25 million. Again. So I guess I've been speaking to one of the scientists, and she was happy to come on the show at some time to come and tell us what we're having in Australia. But you're right, Heidi. I think we need to know. People need to tell us the truth about the effect genuinely on them. We're hearing this because it's in America where they're giving, and we're hearing different all sort of news, and we don't really want to follow this. What do you call it? Theory. The conspiracy theories. We don't want to follow it, but we really need to know what the effects. The people that had the COVID, they were telling me. One of the person was saying that a friend had COVID, and he says after she's been cleared of the COVID, that she's got respiratory problem. Again, nobody tells you the real, because if you tell people that you're going to have respiratory problem, you're going to have this, people will even be more mindful. But it should be coming from the government, not what we hear from here. Say the truth to us, so let us know what these things are to enable people to be able to take informed decision about the vaccination. But I'm really worried about the number of people that are dying, and I'm worried about the effects that is flying around about the vaccination. And we're calling. If you know anything about the vaccination, who's had it? I think, Liz, you know somebody's had
the vaccination. Yeah, I've got a cousin in the States. She lives in Dallas, and she's a health worker. So she actually took the vaccine. Is it the Pfizer?
Yeah, the Pfizer one.
But now it's probably 3 weeks ago, I think. Because it's she's one of the first people. I mean, they administer it to the health workers as one of the first respondents actually. So she was one of the first that received it. That makes it about 3 weeks ago, and she's okay. She's really good.
So the Pfizer one, the doctor that died, took the Pfizer one, but we pray that your cousin will remain healthy after this. But it will be good to follow up and
that's right.
To know what it is that if it's the Pfizer one, whatever it is that.
And we respond differently to different vaccines and medications according to our systems. But then also what I want to say is the bad news is the one that goes out left, right, and center, and the good news doesn't come out.
Get lost in the middle.
So I think just as much as we hear those 1 to 3 people who had the vaccine and did not make it or developed something else, let's also hear from the people who took the vaccine and having or living healthy lives. Let they also come out and say, I took the vaccine on these weeks ago and I'm doing very, very well for that matter. So that that the news is balancing each other.
True.
Otherwise we really just keep hearing the negative stuff, and
that's true.
It's just not working out for all of us,
True. Yeah, so good news, we need to hear the good news. Because what we're hearing now, there's nothing good about it so far from that what I've been hearing and seeing on the news. And I'm a bit worried about the news, but anyway.
I'm worried about that's why I don't listen to it.
I know. But the thing is about the news, why you're going there. Some people say they don't want to listen to the news, and now they don't even listen to good and bad. I don't think it's right because you need to still know what is happening at your backyard, I reckon. But anyway, enough of America, and we just wish those people that are taking in the frontliners as well, wish them all the very best. And we pray for America that everything settles down. Enough of this rift, enough of this, let's see this, enough of this killing and dying and fights and unrest in the nation. So that's our prayer for America and all our families and friends there and there as well. Wish you all the very best. Thank you. So let us go to our topic today.
Yes.
I like this topic. Purpose. So we say the purpose is, how do you know you are fulfilling purpose? How do you stay in it? And what stops you from fulfilling purpose? How do you know you are fulfilling purpose?
Well, purpose is an idea. And that idea changes.
Yeah.
So once upon a time, my purpose was to be a mother and to mother my children and to be the best mother I could ever be, that I can inspire myself to be. Before that, I was a student, a medical student in biomedical engineering, and then I wanted to be the best student, and I wanted to do, so much work around that area that I love working in. That was my purpose. And so people's purposes change all the time, according to what phase and what they're doing in their lives and what they're called here to be. In terms of the big picture, now that's a different story.
Right.
So the smaller picture of who I am and what I'm here to do and where I'm going at any point of time takes me to the big picture of who am I called here to be? And that is the purpose.
So that's the purpose. So even though you have some, I don't know if you want to call those purpose. It sounds situational, or the one that you. So there is what did I write? I actually had something that I noted when I was talking about purpose. There is a purpose that is self-interest goal. So self-interest goal. Your interest could be coming as a purpose. Even though you said it changes, but if you look at it, your purpose was to be a mother, but you're still the best mother. You still till tomorrow. Because I remember last week when your daughter was going into state, not interstate, going to the next
another country,
another suburb. The daughter was going to another suburb, and Heidi was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this because my daughter was going to another country. She's not going to another country. She's going to like an hour away or two, whatever, from where she lives. But she said another country. So really, I think that's how you know what your purpose is, because it will keep on following you, be coming out somehow. Okay, it will follow you all the days of your life. At the time you want to be a mother, you want to be the best mother, and now you're doing another purpose. But according to the word of God, He said everything work well for those that love God and are called to this purpose. Because this thing, it will just be that one thing that will always feature. Do you reckon, Liz, that Heidi is the best mom ever?
For sure, she is. I also want to be a daughter.
Me too, actually. Oh my gosh, everybody wants to be Heidi. It's true, but it's true. I understand what you're saying, but at every stage there will be something that comes out, comes out. Yeah. So, please.
As much as I agree with you guys, purpose for me all this while has been the reason why something is created.
Say that again.
The reason why something is created.
Okay.
That makes it its purpose. Because I've read a quote that says, when purpose is not known,
right,
abuse is inevitable.
It's inevitable. Yeah, true.
So let me just take this beautiful shoe, the designer shoe of yours.
Thank you.
And we've got a pen here.
Right.
So I guess the purpose is, besides, fulfilling your personal needs in terms of, I've got a designer shoe for my pen holder.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's for the pen, to hold the pen and beautify your table.
Right.
But if we remove this and we either turn it around and put your cup here, then we are misusing or abusing, underusing or overusing this beautiful. Exactly.
Right.
And that's my simplistic understanding of what purpose is. It's the reason why you were created, which is what the two of you agreed on in the beginning, eventually the higher purpose.
Right.
And using it for that purpose. So knowing why this was created gets you to know the purpose of the object or the person, or
But in terms of human being, to know your purpose sometimes, do you think it could be affected by your geographical location, by your family, and associated, your associate?
I agree, because environment plays a critical role for purpose to manifest. If like Heidi's daughter, what is it she wants to become?
Dentist.
She's going for something else now.
Oral physiotherapy.
Yeah, she's going for physiotherapy. You can't keep her at home. Environment plays a crucial factor there. She needs to go somewhere where she must be nurtured to become that which she is seeing for herself as where she's going to now. But if Heidi decides to cage her at home, she's tampering with the development of her purpose for that time. So that's how I kind of understand how environment really plays a crucial role. You can't put a seed on your window pail and expect it to yield your harvest that you are looking for 3-4 months down the line. You've tampered with purpose. Yeah. You can't reap the rewards. So environment definitely very, very crucial for purpose. Otherwise, you may sit with something that is deformed, underdeveloped, or you may not reap your rewards at all.
You see, when you were talking, I remember ID story that did mechanical, engineering, biomedical engineering, did all this, but you're coming back to purpose. And I reckoned, like every family where we come from, you either be a lawyer, a doctor, or a loser. You're nothing, But now we know that you can be a painter and be the best painter ever, and your painting will be in the best gallery in town. So now we know, but in those days, your family expectation, they want you to be this, they change you and maneuver. But I discovered that at the end of the day, if you're aligning, you come back to purpose.
So do you believe that our purpose is born with us?
It is born with us. I think because God is giving us free will as well. I was discussing this a while ago. Because He said, before we were formed in our parents' womb, He knew us, and He knew the message that He's giving to us to go.
Yes.
So, but we have 20%. I believe I reduce it to 20%. People can argue with me and say it's 50, but I think God's part of it will be about 80. I was listening to a podcast when a guy was talking about the twins that were born in the same house, and the father was a drunkard. One of them decided, my father is a drunkard, I will go my father's path to be a drunkard. That is the 20% of his choice. He made that choice. The other one says, I will do opposite of what my father did. I will never drink in my life. And he went the other way. So you always have a part to play because of the free will. God has not created a robot. But I believe, that it doesn't matter how you deviate, detour, wherever you go, if you align. Because, I'm talking this as a spiritual person, so I have to have my point of reference. That's the only reference I have, that if you align with God, it will make everything perfect for you. And that's why I have peace, and you can surrender, even you. Because if you don't have that supreme being, who are you going to surrender to? To the weather? To the nature? People say surrender to something. But instead of surrendering to nature and to weather and to animals, who created those people, those objects? It's someone that created them. So I would rather go for the highest being to surrender to. You see?
Yeah, I believe so. I also like what you said, that we are born with our purpose.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of checking in every now and then. Checking in every now and then. Yes. And things happen in your life to course correct where we're going. And then, the more you try to check in, well, am I on purpose? Do I feel like I'm so aligned? I'm so in alignment with what I feel I'm called here to be? That's the question I ask myself every day of my life. What is the best way? I get up, I open my eyes, I thank God that I'm here and I'm alive, and I have another day because I didn't know I was going to have this day when I slept a few hours ago.
That's right.
So now I have this day. What's the best way I can align myself to my purpose today, and how do I do it in the best possible way? That's it.
I'm laughing because I had to write it down. See, the question you asked yourself will determine the course of your life. So you pinch my book. So that's what I did. And then I was asking myself, am I asking the right question?
Yeah. Because remember, the quality of the answer depends on the quality of the question.
Exactly.
So questions is so important. What question do you ask, and what prayer do you put out there? Very important.
Very important. And I was thinking about this, how people say at 40, you're supposed to have arrived, you're supposed to have known your purpose. At 50, but they don't know your journey. Nobody knows your journey. You only know your journey. So somebody might be asking me, why are you opening food stuff at 50? I actually opened food stuff at 18. When I was 18 years, I had a food stuff. I had a shop that I was selling food stuff before. So I did not just start this. That's what I was thinking. So you need to ask the right question and be vulnerable and surrender. Allow. Exactly. Allow. And God will bring. And once you're settled on the truth, it doesn't matter what people say. You will fulfill your purpose. And the second question we have is, how do you stay in that purpose? And that's, I think, one of the answer I ask myself. Am I asking the right question? When I think I said this before, when I was going on social media, I like photo. I've always liked photo all my life. All my life. I remember, like, when I was like maybe 10, we'll go to the village or the country to go and see my grandmother. And I want to take my grandmother's photo. She said, I haven't showered. Please don't take my photo. My grandmother. I know all of you are watching. Some of you are watching. You know who Iyala Segba is. We call her Iyala Segba. She will say, I haven't had a shower. You can't take my photo. I'll be crying. I take my mother's picture every day. She's going, I'm taking, she's coming, I take. And when I had my kids, oh my gosh.
Oh, you were one of those. Oh no.
I take their photo when I finish showering them. I take their photo when I dress them. I take their photo when they're stepping in the car. I take photo like, so I've always loved photography. So the purpose is to love, is to empower, is to encourage, and is to just have life and to have it abundantly. And this time that I was having life abundant, I didn't even know what it means. But I was happy. I love my grandmother. I think she's pretty. I want to take a pretty photo of her. That's what I've always done. I'm not good at it, but I loved it. So to stay in it, you got to invest in it.
Yes, you do.
That's one of the things you have to do to invest. Number one is to know that you know this is your call for this. So it doesn't matter what noises is coming around you. You don't even know. You don't even hear it. You can't even hear it. Because I remember my husband was like, oh, you're taking photo again. You are doing video again. Now he's surrendering. He knows that this girl, she's not just shit.
Okay.
I think, let her go. Because he will like, are you taking photo again? Are you doing video? He's always having problems with me. But now what does he do? He sets it up for me because I wasn't giving up. You're like, okay, can I say, what do you want? I need another laptop. Go and get it. I need it. And he's buying because he knows. Because I wasn't even listening to whatever they're saying. I was deaf. You know, like when
you were focused on purpose.
I was focused on purpose. So even when they say, oh, you don't even sound good, I'm like, really? I like how I sound. You don't even look good. I'm like, for real? Oh my, I like me. Because I believe that is who God is calling me to be.
Yes.
And so to stay in it, to stay, you just have to know that you're called. And so noises doesn't matter. And also to invest, learn. They always say do something. What do you reckon, Heidi?
Of course, yes. So the more you actually know that you are on course, then I believe that, it's a time to invest in this course of time because I know that I need to learn this or that. So, for example, I asked you if you can help me learn the skill that I need to learn for this year.
Yes.
And, it's something that came presented to me a year ago, by the way. Maybe more than a year ago, about 16 months ago.
Right.
My coach said you need to be able to do some lives,
yes.
more lives, and be okay on camera.
Yes. Yeah.
And I said, yeah, sure.
But you left it.
I will. And I left. I didn't do anything with it.
Yep.
And I didn't invest in that this year. When I saw this video at the beginning of the year, I thought, that's it. My Temi will help me.
You got Temi. And God will make it easy for you because your heart and your purpose and you're investing.
Yeah.
So invest in your coach. It's all working together. Aligned. So when you see it, you know it.
Yeah.
When you see it, you know it.
Yeah.
How do you remain in it, in your purpose?
One of the major aspects is to believe in it.
Right. Okay.
You need to believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is it.
Mm-hmm.
And to believe in your ability that I am empowered, I am well able to pull this through.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have that predisposition, it makes it easy to come live. You don't have to be perfect.
Right.
And I think most of our downfalls are pursuing perfection rather than come as you are with what you have and present that and grow your wings on your way. We absolutely overlook the on the way journey, and we just want to come perfect. But believing in yourself, believe in what you have, believe in what you bring, believe in the skills that you have right now, and add your actions to what you have.
Yeah.
And that helps you to stay in purpose while you improve on purpose towards perfection.
Yeah.
Vision 2030.
And no one is perfect anyway.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
No one can be perfect.
Yeah,
We're going, towards perfection. So you need, I think, also to be in alignment. You need to have good people around you.
100%. Yes, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with.
Come on.
You are.
Oh, I like that.
Look at the words that you speak. Look at the life. Look at the way you dress. Look at the way you act. Look at the way you walk, you talk. Look at how you eat. It's the average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with.
It's true. I agree. And all, like my mother is my role model. My mother. And I spent all my life to death when she was going to, give the ghost that was with her. And I thank God that she was my mother. I thank God every day of my life because of what, she's allowing me to fulfill my purpose today. I look at it and see how I was. It's in my book. My book is not. When we walk, my mom would say, walk like this. Shoulder high, square the shoulder, like she was doing all those things intentionally. So even sometimes when I want to drop the ball, literally for me, I would drop, I don't care, I'll drop anything. But then I will remember, tell me, unconsciously, unconsciously, if I'm not doing my shoulder, will I be sitting here today? Probably not, because I'll be doing this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. I won't be sitting. And believing, like you said, believing. I so believed that, God's creation are perfect in all ways. They are perfect in all ways. I think we just want, the reason why I'm saying that, people might be asking, why is she, somebody asked me, by the way, why are you, no, I will say this, I'll rephrase this. Why are you starting, you're already rich? It's not about rich. There's a business you can do to make you rich, but your purpose is fulfilling your life. It's when you live your life out, you live it without no reservation. That is purpose. And they often say purpose is what you do, that you wake up, you want to do, even when it's not fulfilling, even when it looks as if it's failing. You don't even know it's failing, by the way.
Yeah.
You don't know. You want to serve people with your time, with your energy, with everything. Ordinary person will like, what are you doing? I guess I mentioned you doing that too. Let me just help. How do we want to help? And without, whether you have money or you don't have money, our DNA is just to help. We help. That's why we're here. We just want to help. We just want to support people, because our DNA, our purpose is to help people to fulfill their purpose as well, and to live life in abundance. And that's what we're living. No reservation. So if you're 60 years, I think you said it before, it's circumstantial. Sometimes it's to be a mother. Sometimes it's to do a course. Sometimes it's to just travel around the world. But all these things are working together. So there will be one outstanding one out of that, But then you need to go care for somebody to be able to care for that purpose. For example, if you don't have a job and then you have these children, you want to be the best mother, there's no way you're going to be a best mother to the children. There's no way, because it costs time, it costs money, it costs everything. So whatever you're doing, which is your purpose, is feeding this other one, which is still part of your purpose on earth. I don't know how to explain it, but I know one thing I was going to I'm trying to put out is that everything we align together, but you need to abide. You need to surrender.
Yeah. I believe, like while you were just talking about it, Temi, purpose is not here. Purpose is here.
Come on.
Purpose is a calling.
Yeah, it is a calling.
Not an idea that I felt like I want to follow or aspire to do or do. No. Purpose is more than that. Purpose is a burning desire of who I am called here to be. And that is not intellectual, because you tell me that intellectually I wanted to conceive a child and have the children, beautiful children.
Intellectually.
Intellectually I would heal myself from a disease like that. Intellectually,
no.
None of that is intellectual.
Right.
It's all a burning desire. And it stems from a soul calling more than anything else. So it's about a soul that we all have that is different. It's here for a reason, that is different from each other. We can all be in medical school together, but we all have different purposes.
And that's why you cannot copy someone.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can't copy someone's purpose.
You can't copy someone and say, Heidi is doing this, I want to do it. If it's not your calling, it's a waste of time. Someone said, it's that you're wearing somebody's shoe. I wear size 10, Heidi wears 8 or 8.5. If I'm wearing a shoe, I look a bit weird. So you cannot copy people.
But then the difference also when you copy is Heidi can do whatever she's doing effortlessly.
I know.
And she will enjoy it. While you have to go through sleepless nights to achieve what Heidi achieves effortlessly and with a happy heart.
Right.
So that's the difference. You're not enjoying, you're slaving yourself to get the same results. Heidi is having a ball.
you just reminded me about my husband. Just reminded, how I do my nursing? And I loved it. When I finished, I was working in the at the hospital there, and it's a surgical ward. And I love people to come out of surgery to see me. If you come out of surgery and I handle you, you feel good about your surgery. It was like, I will make sure, like, wow, what a success! What a fighter! Oh my gosh! Before you say your leg is, I will already put the Doppler there to keep you. I will already give you warm meal. I will do I love every bit of it. Before you spill any blood, is vacuumed. Nothing. By the time you will look so good. If you have lipstick, your lipstick is there. Your I make sure. I love it. So when I try to say this to my husband, it's like, really, the blood? the blood? Yes, the catheter and the feet and the feces and whatever and gastro. And he said, what are you talking about? Like, you say, can you not talk about that, please? You feel sick. That's my calling, actually. That's my calling, to care. Oh my gosh, I love to care. And even when I work in nursing home, some people will like, oh, I feel sick in that room. Never. I will clean your room. There will not be any smell in that room. Open your out. Oh my God. I will make sure I did everything to neutralize any odor and present you very good. I love it. That's when I'm like, oh my God, thank God. I'm so happy. And then I would try to just say, we had my husband said, what? Nah, I don't want to hear. So it has to be your calling. You're right. So if you'll be struggling to do somebody, you won't even be able to do it.
Yeah, that's so true.
I think we have digested purpose. Today, we have talked about what it is. How do you identify? And no age limits, because we work out together. You might be selling clothes today. You might have food to eat tomorrow. You might be a carer, and God might give you a special child that you can care for because He knows you can do it. It's only you. Somebody else will be dead, before it starts. So what it is, that is your calling. Do you know what it is? But keep searching, because it will show you, because you'll be able to identify it. And you can say in it. The other thing is spend money. You might need to go to uni to go and do nursing to be the best carer. I've always been a carer. I've always looked after some great grandparents, unconsciously. When people will not want to enter their room, I will go there, cut their nails, do everything. I've been doing this even when I was like 15 years old. And now I'm a carer. So I love it. So what it is that you're doing that you love, that even if it's not fetching you any money, you're still happy about it. You still love to wake up and run to do it.
Yeah.
I know yours. And I know yours. You know more because I wear it on my sleeve. You can see. But we're going to have to stop because if you leave it to us, we don't stop. No, we just keep going and keep yabbing and keep tapping from each other and, increasing and enlarging our brain and our horizon from this. So we're going to have to say goodbye for now. But I was going to say, do you have to? Yeah, no, I'm not. I was going to say, do you have anything that you want to chip in?
Yeah, sure. As we were talking about believing in your purpose and aligning your actions towards that.
Yes.
If you really think that you don't necessarily believe in that which you think is your purpose, or you're struggling aligning your actions in order to achieve the purpose, as we sit here, all three of us, we are coaches.
Yeah.
So we are inviting you to come and speak to us, contact us, and we can help you to believe in yourself, to believe in the purpose, and to align your actions so that you are not abusing yourself, you are not underusing yourself, but you are putting yourself to the good use of humanity and of everybody else around you, so that together we serve the earth, we bless the earth.
That's true. We can help. Contact us because you need people and you need the right people. Heidi?
So that, and we also are looking into looking at.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Okay, ladies, expressions of interest is open this week, and I'd like to welcome you all to talk to any of us and tell us, put your hand up, and we'll do a brief interview with you to accommodate you in a beautiful retreat that we are designing at the moment. So I can't wait to serve you all and to have all of us have an imprint and implant in your life and put a beautiful seed for you for this year in 2021. So that's what we are planning after this as well.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. Heidi, we're going to draft the what's it call it? Interest.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you've got interest, let us know. There is a saying that I was going to share. I forgot who says it. It says your word will tell people what you think, but your action will tell them what you believe. So if you're just talking, people will just know, that's what she thinks. Yeah. But when you act, they will know what you believe. Yeah. So you got to believe in this, and you're going to spend a bit of time, you're investing it to be the better version of yourself. Don't live for average. Life is too short. There's no point in living an average life. You live an exceeding, an abundant life. You see you again next week. Same time, same place. Goodbye.